The man had just returned home after being discharged from the military, when he stumbled upon his wife's scandalous affair, but instead of offering an explanation, she handed him divorce papers. Strangely, he didn't fly into a rage. He simply turned and walked away calmly. His wife assumed he was devastated. But unbeknownst to her, this divorce agreement was precisely what he'd been waiting for. It turned out that not long before, on the train ride home after his discharge, Paul had met a girl who changed his life. She was trying to place her luggage on the overhead rack when she accidentally knocked her suitcase to the floor. Without hesitation, Paul stepped forward to help, but the train lurched unexpectedly, and the two collided without warning. In the commotion, the girl picked up Paul's ticket by mistake. This unexpected mix-up set the stage for their future story. The girl suddenly began vomiting. Paul realized she suffered from motion sickness, so he didn't blame her. Instead, he quietly went to the restroom to wash his clothes. When Paul returned to the carriage, the girl had fallen asleep. He didn't disturb her and soon drifted off himself. But when Paul awoke, not only was the girl gone, he found himself kicked off the train. This left Paul utterly bewildered. He had no choice but to catch a bus to continue his journey. The bus passengers complained about Paul's odor, but coincidentally, the girl from the train was also on this bus. Her name was Mia. It was precisely because Mia had mistakenly picked up Paul's ticket that Paul had been notified to disembark early. But Paul didn't blame Mia for this. Instead, he struck up a lively conversation with her. Just then, two thugs boarded the bus. Without a word, they approached Mia's seat, uttering lewd remarks. As a veteran, Paul naturally couldn't stand by and do nothing. The thugs instantly flew into a rage. They feigned getting up, then suddenly tried to ambush him. Such petty tricks couldn't hurt Paul. He subdued them in just a few moves. But strangely, the driver didn't thank Paul for this. Instead, he kicked both the thugs and Paul off the bus. Yet when Paul turned to see Mia's grateful face, he suddenly felt his act of bravery was worth it.